Hey everybody, welcome back to the Booshakalaka podcast. I'm Tiffany Joe, my co-host Pierre.
So you one everyone's afraid of? Tell me something. What kind of faggot runs around in a Christmas sweater? Happy Pride Month from Kelly Rowland, everyone.
Ridiculous. Straight up ridiculous. But school's out for summer. And we're not here to review Jason versus Freddie. We're not here to talk about the latest Destiny's Child album, if they are ever coming out with one. I mean, we at least deserve a farewell tour. Ugh. Anyway, we're here for Fear Street's Prom Queen. And my first question is Fear Street in the room with us?
So
the synopsis is Shadyside High's 1988 prom queen election becomes deadly for underdog Lori as candidates are targeted.
Okay, great.
Way better synopsis than Chucky.
Man. Okay, this is gonna
it's
be a
1988.
Is it 1988? Because I couldn't tell about outside of the outfits.
I couldn't tell outside of the music. They had some bangers in there. Some good
they did
songs.
Have some bangers in there. Yeah, I didn't realize the 80s had such good songs. But I mean, we start the movie off how I like it to be started off, bloodied and bruised, like Morgan Shoulder from Bad Girls Club. But it's so we're in Shadyside. We are introduced to our main character, Lori Granger. Woo! Can't believe I remember the name. And she is basically gonna go out for prom queen. This is the weirdest prom I've ever heard of, because she's going up against the Wolf Pack, where it's a group of friends all running for prom queen as well. That's usually not how it goes, but maybe they were all nominated, whatever. And outside of, we have Tiffany, who is the traditional queen bee. She's supposed to be the mean girl, but she's the smallest girl I've ever seen in my life. Who are you being mean to when they're not popping you? Her friends, Debbie. Why am I about to say Melissa? It's not Melissa. Oh, it is Melissa.
It is Melissa.
And Linda. And then there's another girl, Christy, who is going out for prom queen as well. Now, they don't go into any kind of depth with these people. Everybody's a follower to Tiffany. Tiffany's the mean girl. Christy is like edgy. She's like, she sells weed and she has like a 30-year-old boyfriend who she's been dating for 2 months, but knows her better than anyone. That line in the movie really almost made me cut it off. I was about to cut it off.
No, you've never been a teenage girl.
No, he said that though.
Right, I'm saying he probably told him her whole life, and her parents probably don't know a lot. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, I know.
You see what happens in the movie.
Fear.
Not being a girl's girl. Not being a girl's girl.
But I feel like Christy was the one who would have had the most depth, but they don't go into her at all. So,
they do say that Christy would have won prom queen. She was a shoo-in.
I mean,
she was the most popular.
She was a pretty girl. And then Lori's best friend, Megan, who is probably the most interesting character in the movie because she's one of the people we don't give a fuck.
She's the only one creative. She's our girl, Megan.
Yeah, she's our girl, Megan.
Our girls in this.
I'm so glad because Lori's definitely not our girl.
Nope, just our girl, Megan.
Yeah,
that's it.
And then of course all the popular girls have boyfriends. We don't care about any of them except Tiffany's boyfriend is relevant, racially ambiguous boy.
Tyler
Torres. So yeah. And also because it's Shadyside, there got to be something wrong with everybody. So Lori's main thing is, even though she's a nice girl, okay, she is kind of an outcast because her mother was accused of killing her father, but she was never arrested or anything. Like, I think she's a cop herself, but she has on some uniform. But that's the thing with Lori. Like, people, like, there's this like urban legend that her mom killed her dad. Like, okay, I just wanted to be a single mother. Okay, but
that's it. Like, why would you choose that route?
I'm just like, okay.
He'd even put you. Well, I mean, I guess you get the life insurance, but I mean, is that enough?
Would they have had it at that age?
School. I don't
think about it.
Maybe, but they're at school in class, and we get the normal jocks saying nasty things. Christy saying nasty things to the teacher, and the teacher is played by Chris Sarandon. Yeah, Chris Sarandon, who looks ancient. Jeez. I
from
know we're
American
like the same
Pie.
age.
No,
I
wait, that's
know
not,
we're like the same age. Yes,
wait, that's
that
not
is
Chris
him.
Sarandon. Is that? I thought that his name was Chris Klein for some reason.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Chris Klein. He looks ancient, like grandpa status. I don't know. He just looks so old. He plays in Sweet Magnolias, and I hate his character there, and I hate his character
Okay.
here.
Okay.
But yeah, they're in there, and they're just everybody's just getting on everybody's nerves, being a-holes to him, saying things like jerking it for Jesus, just being teens. I personally have never experienced this in high school, and I went to high school in the late 90s. Sorry, it just didn't happen where I was. I don't know, maybe my friends weren't funny, or maybe the people that I went to school with just weren't funny. But Megan hops up.
Actually, I'd like to interject. So, no, that didn't happen either. Like
How can you interject? How can you interject on my situation? Please.
Well, because I have a perspective as well.
But that's not an interjection. That's just yours. We didn't go to high school. We didn't go to school together because I'm a tad bit older than you. Not much.
It's an interjection because you were talking. Anyway, but
are you gonna let me finish?
You would rarely
okay, do this phone.
You will rarely see them because if you disrespect teacher, you get kicked out of class. So it's like we weren't allowed to curse and stuff. I don't know all this cursing that they be doing, and I don't understand where that comes from because you would go.
I would like to say one more thing. Everybody in service in this movie is an asshole, and I don't know why. Everybody in service is an asshole, and I will let you know those assholes when we get to them. Megan hops up and she's like, "This is for freedom," and she pulls a I don't know what the hell that. What is that? A cleaver. Yeah, she pulls a cleaver out her back and chops her arm off, and everybody starts screaming. And I'm like, I hate. This is something that I despise about movies. They make an average person who is Megan. She's not special effects artist of the world. They make the special effects so good. That should have looked like crap, and it should have been paper mache, and it should have looked like doo doo. It looked too, and even later when she makes her other creation, why did it look so good? This is 1988. Stop doing that, Hollywood. Let's be a little bit more realistic. Oh,
yeah. So
anyway,
she makes it like she cut her hand off.
Yeah, and then everybody's screaming.
At a kid even threw up. Like it looked very real. Like the throw up. Yeah.
It looked like something. Looked like on my nerves at this point, because what the hell? But the principal wants to have the prom be the best one ever to reinvent Shadyside in spite of the town's poor reputation. So Shadyside, that's where the other Fear Street movies took place as well. It's the shithole. And what was the other one? Sunnyvale is where you want to be. You don't want to be in Shadyside. You want to be where the sun is, not where the shade is. And they just want to do all that. Whatever. Then we go over to Christy's house. No, I'm sorry, Tiffany's house, and she's trying on her prom dress, and she's like, ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la. And I'm like, girl, that look basic.
I guess were they trying to go 80s? I mean, I don't know, because they pretend it goes in and out. Because
they were doing a lot for the dress just to be that. That just it bothered me. It bothered me. Okay. And what's her friend? Melissa. Melissa shows up, and we see that Tiffany's parents want her to be prom queen. Period. Hard stop. Hard fucking stop. Melissa shows up. She offers her a dress, but she is one of those friends where it's like, here, of course you can have this. And once you piss her off, give it back. Give it back. She would take the shoes off your feet if you were walking home and you pissed her off. She don't care. Give it back. That's the type of person she is. And Lori is just a pushover. Lori was not a likable character at all. And she wants to be prom queen. She wants to be prom queen because her mom was in the running to be prom queen, but because of the whole fiasco with her dad, she never became prom queen. I could see if her mom maybe won prom queen and then they took the crown away from her, but she didn't even win. She might have got 5th place. What are we doing? The reasoning was not enough. And I don't remember this book. I had this book, but I don't remember it. But like at this point, I want to go read it. I feel like the dad was, I feel like the killer was still the killer, but something was off.
This movie was off. It just
agreed.
So I guess agreed. Of course, Tiffany's a rich girl. Lori works at a diner. That cliche gets on my nerves. But see, this is what I don't like in movies. And I hope they stop doing this eventually. But okay, so Tyler is dating Tiffany. So we've said this multiple times on this podcast. If you're dating the mean girl, you're not a nice person. Cause like
You're
she
the
at the
mean
diner
guy.
and they being fucking rude to her, but they have this look and it's like this, oh, if I wasn't with her, I'd be with you. It's like, no, you're with somebody who's mean to me on a daily basis. Why would I want to be with you? Like, I don't understand this whole attraction to Tyler. Like, it's not.
Which is why Lori is not our girl.
Yeah, like she's so
desperate.
Like, she is definitely one of those girls who gets a boyfriend and be like, I don't want to talk to you. Which we gonna find out later in this movie how she is. Like, don't fight back for herself at all. Like, she's not like. It's like she should have had the personality of Megan. Like, I'm not scared of you, Tiffany. I'm gonna still go out for the. But she's so just
demure.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, she is. She's very quiet, very mousy.
Yeah. So before prom even gets started, Christy over there selling weed to the rich folks from sunny side up. She go to sell the weed by herself, which I just feel like a girl drug dealer should be smarter than that. But she go sell the weed by herself. Hack. She dead. Killer gets her.
She just
in her red boots.
She just stood there. She's standing in the middle of a clearing, an open ass clearing, 360 baby, 360, looking like an icon. Like she just stood there, and the killer walks up behind her and chops her. Chop, whoosh, like on the back of her arm. Like you deserved it, Christy, baby.
There was no running. There was no screaming.
Nothing.
She didn't.
Head on a swivel, whatever. Guess what? It's time for prom. They do hop right into prom. And I think that's where they messed up.
You think they should have lit up? And...
yes. Give us time to know the characters. Then let's get to prom. Could have been like the last 30 minutes, kind of like Prom Night. Even though that movie was terrible too. But it did let us get to know who these characters were. But yeah, we're at prom. Everybody is... Welcome to the...
They have a I don't want to say reduced, but a selective music list because one of the mean guys, Judd is like bullying the DJ. Oh, Judd. What did I go? Bud. Judd is bullying the DJ. No, you better not play a Gloria record.
Man, he was about to play Pump Up the Jam. Pump up the jam.
And the crazy thing is, he gonna end up playing all the songs we want to hear. Sweet dreams are made of these.
Oh, you're right.
But yeah, so they in there dancing horribly. I can't wait to get to this part of the movie. But okay, so it's weird. They got to go. The prom queen king. They got to go stand on stage, and as they go stand on stage, Tiffany and her gang got a whole. I'm your Venus. I'm your fire. Your desire routine, acting like they the Fanta girls. Wanna Fanta? Don't you wanna? I was like, is this even school appropriate? Those bathing suits. I mean, you could see, like they made those legs very oiled up, and it just was like
they had on stockings.
Oh, was that? Did they?
Yeah, like the stockings that like Beyonce wears.
Oh, okay, because I'm like, their legs looked very clean and chic, and I was
no, they had on stockings.
This didn't seem appropriate for school. Like they literally doing the mean girl thing.
I found that part really weird. So Lori's up there in her dress. Tyler is up there. The nominees for the prom court, and they come out and dance. Do you think I got dressed up to go to prom, to get on stage to dance and start sweating, and then go change back into my prom dress?
Yeah, that
didn't make sense to me.
No,
that should have been the day before. And if Tiffany has all these aspirations to becoming the queen, why wasn't she front and center? She was in the middle. What are we doing?
Why
you don't want to be prom queen.
It didn't make sense to me that they're all nominated. Because and they're supposed to be her followers, well, wouldn't they want to go vote for her? Like I don't know. Because what are they supposed to, like? It splits the vote too much, basically. Like I didn't understand the point in that. Because if they would have got up there and did that in my prom, I would have been like, what the fuck is this? Like, why? Baby, I'm trying to dance myself. Why are we watching you dance?
But Lori was upset. Lori, you could have went over there and bust the move. What are you talking about?
Well, you're supposed to do your campaigning before the prom anyway. So what is this?
I don't know. But Linda and her boyfriend, they set off to go After they get dressed, I guess. They go to the classroom.
She to get her flyers again. Why are we doing this the night of prom? Why are you just now passing out your flyers?
Well, I mean, hey, you got a campaign up until the final vote, baby.
Oh, kiss my ass. They
I seen head of state.
They back there spiking the punch and shit. By the way, terrible waste of the principal. Terrible waste. Like, she's from The Haunting and y'all did not use her at all. But yeah, Linda and her boyfriend, they go to look at her flyer. Her flyers are all defaced. Penises on them, mustaches on them. They all cut up. She's pissed. So she goes walking off and he's just like, damn, I thought we were going to make out. So here she come back. You hear, ugh. He like, hey, Linda. And so she come walking back slowly because she got time. And as you know, she's in the dark because it's a dark classroom. They didn't turn on the lights because who has time for that? I hate that in high school movies when there's a dance, they just keep the lights off. She comes walking back and she's holding something. No, is she holding a puppy, Tiffany? Is she holding a bouquet of flowers?
No, she's holding her guts.
Her insides on the outside. So yeah,
I hate her guts.
I didn't know you could live like I just feel like when the organs get outside the body, just go ahead and die.
It's a wrap for you, baby. Nope. She had to give a little 1, 2, 3 splat.
Yeah. Her boyfriend's horrified. The killer come out of nowhere. Maybe I overestimate high school boys' strength. Because he would have had the strength.
The
killer overpowers him. He does grab a paintbrush, the thinnest paintbrush he could find, because and the killer takes his hand, he puts it through a paper cutter.
Those things are not that strong.
Come on now.
They're not that strong.
It would have been more.
I could even get it through. Now you know damn well if we put more than 10 sheets of paper out there and try to do it, it'd be like the paper would just fold to the side. You know it. It wouldn't work. You know it.
Maybe it would have made more sense if they were in shop class because this is the 80s. Then that would have worked. But they're like, oh, the paper cutter will work because we can't afford that. And Netflix ain't got the budget. They clearly had the budget. But yeah, he cuts his hand.
That shit would have stopped right at the bone. Literally, it would have stopped.
Yeah. He cut his hand off.
It still would have hurt.
Yeah. But he cuts his hands off completely. He ain't got nothing but a nub. It's squirting. His acting was not as... Your hand is off. I need you to express that, sir. Then the killer has time because he's so weak to flip him over and cut the other one off. So then he get on the ground. He crawling on nubs and still just manages to get to the door. And then the killer slams his head into the door. And that's what kills him. Not the shock, not the loss of blood. I was like, oh, nope. So we just doing this? The kills are...
Let's move on.
Brutal. Yeah. They're just not...
That's the only thing this movie has going for it are the kills. Literally. But... We're back at prom and oh no, there is a mold of Tiffany's head inside the spiked punch. One guy, I guess the guy that threw up in the classroom, falls all on the table and the head rolls down on the ground and it is pristine. Baby, they don't even make him that good in 2025. The mold is perfect. And we saw Megan working on it earlier and it was just a skeleton. Clarissa Flockhart. Like it just wasn't right. It just wasn't right. But who cares? Tiffany cusses Lori out. You had something to do with it. This is you're her only friend. So I know you had something to do with it. And Lori's like, I didn't do anything.
And then the principal
started screaming.
The principal biased ass talk about this is a bad reflection of you for prom queen. And I'm gonna talk to you and your friend. We can't prove you had nothing to do with it, but I got my own. I'm like, that is so like I just wanted to cut the movie off so many times because I'm like, that's not a...
I believe it. I told you it wasn't...
Take. Like, nope, but you didn't tell me they were insufferable because later on when Tiffany started acting up, they don't say shit to her. They don't say a motherfucking word to that girl and that pissed me off.
Well, it was our red herrings. It was our red herrings.
Bruh.
But Lori, randomly, the principal's like, Lori, you got a delivery. What?
Like, it's nighttime.
Go get your delivery. Like, what? I'm not at home. And then we see Christy's boyfriend out front. Megan runs up to him. She's like, hey, what you doing here? You're 30 years old. You can't come in this prom. He's like, I've been looking for Christy.
She's like, I've been looking for her.
And she's like, Everybody be looking for her. I ain't seen the ass either. Where are her parents? You ask the cops. The cops don't give a damn about us over here in Shady Side, and he just drives off.
And we
Okay,
never
boyfriend.
see
Thanks
or hear
for
from him again.
caring. Not at all. Not at all. Debbie, who is one of the other girls, and her boyfriend, they go to the basement. This part was so funny. She said, "Why you bring me back to this nasty, dirty basement?" He's like, "But babe, it's our spot."
That
How
was high
dare
school.
you?
That was real high school.
How dare you?
She said, "I thought we were gonna hook up." She said, "Not again." Like, you know, it has to happen. It's hard to find them spots in high school, like especially high school.
Right.
Well,
It's either at the house when the parents are gone, or in the car. Like, you screwed.
Yeah.
Literally, you want to get screwed.
Thank God for big high
but
school.
he looks like he's 45 as well. Some old ass looking guys up in here, and he gives her a necklace from his mother's collection, and she's like, "This is your mother's? What else does she have?" You damn thieving whore. What's wrong with you? But he somehow just gets a handsaw to the side of the face. Like, they have no social awareness. How do they not hear footsteps? How do they not know somebody's breathing, especially in those masks? These are questions that I have that will not get answered. So I'm just asking them hypothetically. I don't expect you to answer them because there is no answer. And then she starts backing up. Nobody tries to fight the killer. She's just backing up, and trips, and boom. She hits the power grid, and she is electrocuted.
Does she hit it, or does she hold on to it firmly as it kills her? Because I was looking at her hands. I'm like, girl, you have these tethered around your... She's like, you have these tethered around your fingers. Like, what are you doing?
This is warm. I love it. She had to hold it up because it would have fallen. Because especially the set piece was about to fall. So they said, "Look, figure it out. Figure it out, Debbie." So she had to hold it up. Lori, we go back to Lori. Lori has the flowers, and somebody thought this was Valentine, and the flowers say, "Hope you don't choke." Why are we wasting money sending people gifts? Like, I don't understand.
Taunt them? Like, you were gonna kill her anyway. You didn't taunt any of the other people.
Tiffany digs up in Lori's ass as soon as she hits the corner. She's like, "Yeah, let me tell you a story about this mom who only went over the train tracks. This guy came over the train tracks just to screw her. And when her belly got big, he didn't want anything to do with her. She couldn't take it anymore."
She going in on this girl, like, to the point that Melissa is like, and mind you, Melissa is the most faithful of the girl in
because she's poor.
Okay. And so she's like ass kisser, super like Gretchen Wiener's step to the side. So she's even telling her, like, "Tiffany, chill. Like, you go, like, Tiffany, like, you chill. So Lori let this girl berate her family, blame her mom, her dad, all that stuff, and don't do anything. She don't slap her, she don't spit on her, she don't do nothing. She just walk away. And
not cool, Tiffany.
To the point that Melissa has to go and because Lori goes to the bathroom, she cries. That's when because I was gonna say, at least the women, like the girls, look like teenagers. But then looking in the bathroom with them hair pieces they had on, I was like, I saw I could focus on, because the girl was spraying her hair and it was all like boom. I was like, she's like a drag queen.
It was a big bouffant. It was a bouffant.
Right. So she offers her makeup. She checks on her on the dance floor. Tiffany here. Tiffany coming. Tiffany, do not let nobody.
Let me.
Go.
I gotta.
Do you?
Because I wrote a good joke. Thank you.
I wrote a joke.
Melissa hands over Lori some makeup, and she's like, "Girl, fix yourself up. You did." And Lori comes out with a pompadour and some eyeliner. Baby, that's all it takes. Why did this remind me of the She's All That makeover? Because, girl, you looked exactly the fucking same. You ain't changed your dress or nothing. This ain't the end of Grease. What are you doing?
Everybody like,
oh my God, she has on eyeliner.
Tiffany like, what the hell are you doing? Tiffany, I swear to God, this was so unrealistic. Melissa over there talking to Lori. Tiffany grabbed this girl up at her wrist. "I want to talk to you." She's like, "I don't want to talk to you right now. You don't talk to me whenever the fuck you want to talk." Bam! Ooh. Like,
doing the most.
You got too much. No, she was doing the most. Because don't you, like, she's snatching all on this girl. Like, girl, I'm your father.
Tiff had a lot of dip on a chip.
Like,
but Tiffany turns around and grabs 2 glasses of red juice, spiked red juice, and throws them on Melissa. Melissa had on a dark purple dress. You could not see anywhere where she spilled that juice on it. The most, all she needed to do was go and wipe her body off, so it wouldn't be all sticky, and head back into the prom. She goes to the bathroom and puts back on her American Woman bathing suit. She was stay away from me.
Ooh, Lenny Kravitz.
And here come the killer. Here come the like how you knew she was there? How you knew?
She pulls the Tatum. Hey. I was like, what the way she gonna just stand there? Like, she's like, it's not like a mask that looks like normal. So for her to be like, hey.
There are no masks that look normal. The only I probably wouldn't be scared of somebody wearing like a masquerade mask. The one that cover only half. I'd be like, okay, you're weird. Get out of here. But it's covering his whole face, and the mask matches the outfit. So the outfit looks like a devil.
I thought it was a red raincoat.
I thought it was a devil. Okay, moving on. But Melissa, it starts running. Melissa does start running. She does try, but then we see that there are two killers.
Baby, she opened the door. She was about to get up out of there. And before she can even there are two, she gets stabbed in the head. So, I mean, yeah. Bye.
She did. But we get back to the dance. Tiffany and Lori are arguing, and we hear a record scratch, and he's like, dance off. And I said, how?
I am Jasmine Masters. I have something to say.
How? Please, Jasmine.
They wish that they were in She's All That, because at least they were professional dancers. This shit that
about now.
Oh, you remember it? Like, I was like, now when did everybody just know routines? Oh, okay. But they just start.
Let me give you a little piece of that. So in the movie, you know how Usher was the the DJ of the school. He says something about coming to dance practice on one of the little intercoms. So they do. There is a reason why the dance was choreographed. Yes. Okay.
Okay. I love tidbits like that. So Lori is dancing like there's water spraying in her face. And I don't know what the hell Tiffany.
To love you, baby.
Tiffany over there like
Gloria.
Nobody was dancing to the music, but I've heard that certain girls dance to the lyrics and not to the actual beat. And that's what was happening.
Okay.
It was the worst dance I've ever seen in my life, but somehow Lori was winning. And
so this was my second time watching it, and I had to fast forward. I had to
Tiffany started just doing anything. I mean, she was doing a hoedown. She was doing the Carlton. I was like, so they were trying to make it seem like, oh yeah, she lost. But before
they tied to me.
Before she could officially lose, because all Lori was doing was staring at damn Tyler. So that's when it's like, oh, Tyler is starting to really, really like Lori, even though he don't ever defend her when his girlfriend be brutalized.
He wasn't starting to like her. He was starting to lust after her.
Oh, okay. But before the winner can be decided, one of the sycophants unplugs the cord for the DJ. He's like, oh, sorry, I tripped. I'm like, okay, just plug it back in and play the song. I don't know. That was weird. But okay, kids will be kids.
Right. Megan is walking around. She's like, look, this sucks. Why am I here? She goes and gets a fat toke off a blunt off a guy standing out in the hallway, and she sees somebody in a red ensemble. And she was like, look, I looked at everybody outfits in this prom. Nobody had on all red leather. I would have noticed that, because I would have been like, girl, where you get that from? So she goes off and she's like, where are all the other girls? Where are all the other guys? They have been stuck under Tiffany for so long. That's when I knew Tiffany had something to do with it. And the reason why I say that is because she needs her minions. She needs them. And she's not even saying anything as to why they're not there. It would have took my suspicion away from her if she'd been like, where the hell are my friends? Something, especially after the dance when she lost. She should have been looking for her friends, because they would have been there hyping her up. Somebody probably would have stuck their toe out or their foot out and tripped Lori. Like, it just didn't make any sense to me. So Tyler is like, Tiffany, we're done. You're lame. You're not giving me the puss. So he breaks up with her and he starts going after Lori on the dance floor, and he almost kisses her. And Megan's like, hold up, cuz. Something's going on. People are missing. And Lori's like, why are you doing this to me? Why would you do it to me right now? Why are you doing it to me right now? I am hot, bothered, and ready. Tyler is...
This is why
Tyler
she's not our girl.
Ready for me. How dare you? How I almost got him. How dare you? And Megan's like, you know what? Screw you.
And this, mind you, since the prank with the Tiffany's head, there's been like little tidbits, like, you don't need to hang out with this girl. Like, Lori's been facing this from everyone, like, oh, this girl is a bad influence. You know, you're gonna be this person, and she's holding you back. Which this has been my only friend, despite all these rumors. You're not like, if she was a girl's girl, this wouldn't have worked. But she's been hearing
don't mess up.
She's been doing.
Don't mess up on your day one for one day.
Yeah, and she's, you know, she does her. Well, you're not my friend. You're just jealous. You know, that bullshit. Like, girl, the boy done noticed you for 2 seconds, and all of a sudden she's jealous of you. She's prettier than you, actually. But so their friendship is, you know, it's, and she gonna run off with Tyler, because what else was she gonna do?
She ain't got no other friends.
So she
could have went up there with the principal. I don't know. Yeah,
but Megan is our girl, and so she's like, well, shit, I got investigating to do. Let me go check this out, you know. The prom is still going on. It's been 3 hours. So I don't know when we announced the prom king, queen, and all this shit. So Megan go research, and she go out with
she go to the basement.
Yeah. Megan go in the basement, but she get locked in the basement. So I guess, so she's spared, but she just like, hey, help me. But Tyler and Lori go, and they just, what did she say to him? She was like,
I didn't write down anything that bitch said.
It was like something, I want a repeat of something. I don't know.
They lick you from your head to your toe.
So he takes her onto the theater stage in the back, like they're backstage though. And, you know, he's like trying to like fuck her. And she's like, what are you doing?
Right. That's what I'm saying. He didn't like her.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, I can get this. I'm going to make this mine.
Yo, it's all yours. But so he's like, you know, I thought you wanted to rip. And they cut his
axe
cake.
To the head.
They cut his cake.
They
cut that cake so nicely. It was a nice corner piece too. Tyler's did it to rights. And Tiffany go running. I mean, not Tiffany, but Lori go running. Lori go running. Ain't no time to stumble, baby. Heels and all. It's time to go. Because, you know, this is in the 80s when they taught girls how to walk on carpet with heels and shit.
Lori is running, and she runs into Megan, who has seen the bodies of Debbie, Judd, and the janitor down there. And Megan's like, "No, girl, let's go this way." So they give chase to the killer. They finally get to squeeze out of a window. They get out. Lori does do something smart. Chin.
She stabs him with a piece of glass. That Megan cut herself.
She tries something. Yes,
yeah, she tries something.
Now you're right. And now they're running back into the prom to try to warn everybody, but nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, like they literally run in. They're like terrified, screaming, all this kind of stuff. The killer run right behind them. Not Megan, but Lori is making her way through the crowd because it's time for her to announce prom king and queen. So everybody's on stage, and she's running in hysterical. And they're just like, go on stage. She's like, wait, no, she don't say killer. She don't say murder. She don't say death. She
don't say Big Bear chase me. She don't say nothing.
She's just like, wait, baby. The killer don't wait. He busts through the door. He cuts off one girl's leg. And these are the two sycophants of Tiffany's.
He should have cut her leg off. Maybe
she cuts off one leg. He cuts off the boy's head, like, completely. But nobody is like, what's that ruckus going on back there? Like, it's not that loud. It's not enough people for it to be that loud to where
there wasn't even any music playing because they were giving the announcement. Okay, move on.
But you can see it from the stage. The principal could have seen what was going on. But nobody sees it. Lori on stage, they getting ready. She like, wait. The killer got time to walk through the crowd, up the stairs, and cut off the principal's fucking arm before people start freaking out. The principal's
like, hey there, buddy. Maybe we should talk. Oh, wait a minute.
Your student's head is rolling on the floor talking about, can we talk about it? He's not talking, baby. He's about business.
But here comes our girl, Megan, the only person in the whole crowd that is trying to help stop this killer. It's one person. It's 150 of y'all. Y'all could take him. It's not a gorilla, baby. Y'all could take him.
And it's one weapon. Doing? One weapon. And he drops.
Okay, so I just really wanted. I need a movie because I know if I'm ever in a situation like this and somebody's attacking my friend, I'm kicking you in the back of your fucking kneecap because you out of here. That is what we got to do. Why are we jumping on people's back? What does that do? Jumping on people's back and hitting them in the back of the head.
It always does not work. So I don't know
the back of the kneecap. I'm telling you. And they just fall for it. It's a wrap for them. It's a wrap. But Lori, It's like, all right, let me do something. Shit, I guess I'll save Megan's life. Hell. She takes off her crown and stabs the killer in the eye.
And the killer's like, ow. Like literally, ow.
It was like something just like a piece of paper, like a paper cut. Like, oh.
Yeah. Like your eye's gone.
I need a Band-Aid. And they take the mask off and dun 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 dun. It's Tiffany's daddy. I don't even know his name, baby. Foghorn, Leghorn.
I hate their last
name.
And
Tiffany is shocked. She's like, oh, Daddy. And her mother, Dan, the man, and Tiffany and the mom are like, oh my God, Dad, what the fuck did you do this? She's like, I know how much you wanted it, baby. And I wanted to make sure you got it. Huh?
What a weird way to ruin your life.
For prom queen?
Couldn't you have just got her to ask her friends?
I don't even remember. Do you even remember who was prom queen when you graduated high school? I don't.
Oh, shit. I remember who was prom king. I remember who was prom king.
Of course you do, you gay.
Well, no, he was one of our special needs kids.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
that's cute. But so they take him away in a police car, and I didn't mention this. Let me go back to when I said all the service people in this movie are mean. When Lori goes to get the flowers from somebody, she's like, "Hey, who are they from?" He's like, "I don't fucking know. Why are you talking to a child like this?" Child.
Was the janitor?
No, the guy that delivered the flowers.
Why
are you doing that? Then we see Lori sitting at the back of the ambulance with Megan, and they're like, "Oh, Megan, we need to take you in because you need to get stitches." And
she talking about some. Is this a taxi, bitch? It's an ambulance.
Right. She's like, "Okay, I can go with you. Is this a taxi?" Why are y'all so mean? I don't like that trope in movies. I don't understand it. These are the nicest people. You're helping these people. And you know what they've been through. Why are you talking to them like this? How did you get your job?
Oh, I was so mad. I'm so glad you mentioned that because I got so mad because I'm like, isn't that what happens in movies? They say, "Oh, I'm gonna go with them." You can always, one person can go.
Right. But I would like to add one more small little tidbit before we go to the final part of the movie. After Lori stabs the dad in the eye, here come the two guys going to come and hold him down. Look, we did it, guys. We got the killer. Two girls fended the killer off, and you want to come over here like you did something. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, baby. Okay. But guess what? He go to jail.
While they question, and then the police take Tiffany home, and Lori's like, "Oh, I'll ride with her because they want to question the mom." No.
Yeah.
No.
You stay with your mom. You both get questioned.
Yeah,
Tiffany would have been questioned too.
I understand that. Oh, her dad's the killer, but no, you've been fucking with me my whole life, and especially tonight when you tried to talk about my mom being a killer and turn out your daddy was the killer. She all right? She good? I need anything, can y'all take me to the hospital so I can be with my best friend? It was not realistic for her to go home with her versus her best friend who literally was injured.
Correct.
That didn't make sense at all. You got me fucked up. See, if Megan was any type, because we never seen Megan again. Sorry, y'all. If Megan was any type of, Megan should cut that off. Seriously, she's too good. She's too good for her.
Mm-hmm.
I saved your life and you went home with this bitch.
100%. But yeah, so they go to the house and we see Lori and Tiffany. They sleeping and we hear we see Tiffany's mom talking to a police officer. Yes, we see Tiffany's mom talking to a police officer, and she's like, "I need to be home with my daughter. Do you have children, officer? I need to be home with my baby girl. She needs me, especially in a time like this." Makes sense. They let her go.
Red herring.
Guess what, bitch?
I thought the principal was. I mean, the assistant principal was involved.
Oh yeah, everybody else was a red herring. Everybody was a red herring in this fucking movie.
What a waste of a horror icon, though.
But yes, definitely so. But Tiffany's mom comes home. Nancy, damn, I've been calling Tiffany's mom the whole time. Nancy comes home and she evilly lurks through the house to go kill them, and it wakes up Lori. She's like, "Wait, what's that noise? What the hell?" And then they see it, and she actually dashes. She runs off with Tiffany. Mm-hmm. Who the fuck would have thought that Tiffany didn't know that her mother wasn't the killer? The killer? What are we talking about?
Both your parents? Which I thought it was interesting. Well, no, I guess I just thought it was interesting that, you know, the police officer tells the one, because 2 cops were there. He's like, hey, come get, you know, Mrs. Falcone and take her home. But wouldn't one cop have stayed? So the fact that both of them left, and then when they brought her home, they all left. I just thought that was weird. I thought they would have been under supervision, but okay.
I don't know. It'd be time to get some
into
fucking evidence.
they go running into the closet from Halloween.
I was thinking the same thing. All they needed was that wire hanger.
Yeah, and Tiffany just decided to start fucking talking and screaming and but I mean, it's their house. It's not like, I mean, I know where in my house people could, like, you know what I mean? It's not like there's many places she could go, but she's making too much noise for me. And so she's like, hey, shut up, stop talking. And here goes Tiffany taking out a pocket. I don't know what kind of knife this was, an ice sculpture knife, and tries to stab Lori, but Lori too quick for her.
I think it was a paring knife.
Okay, because now it's 2 killers on one. And, oh, well, yeah, we're not only doing this because of the prom thing, we're doing this because, so that guy who is your dad, so actually I killed him. Tiffany's mom confesses, I killed him. Your mom stole him from me. She's a slut. But I'm not trying to kill your mom. I'm trying to kill you.
So did only Tiffany and Lori know about this? Because if the dad knew about it, she'd be like, what the fuck? Why do you want to kill her? You what?
It just was like, so you still hung up on this dude from high school?
And you've been with me for 20 years? Okay, bitch.
And you're rich because of me?
And I thought they were looking like they was about to sexually assault Lori. I ain't like that. Because Lori was down on her, she was sitting down and her knees were up to her chest. And and the mom was like caressing her leg. Looked like she was about to spread her legs. I don't like this. But then she tells Lori.
That's so relevant.
She tells Lori to do the honors. And then Tiffany's like what you're getting off? What is going on?
Anybody who has seen Another Simple Favor, this is so relevant right now.
It was so much, but Lori, Jean-Claude Van Damme kicks the shit out of Tiffany through the banister and onto this sculpture that they have in their foyer. She did. The mom is like, no! She goes after her. Lori grabs a trophy and busts the mom on the side of the head, and the mom is reading her rights while she's dying. She's like, you fucking bitch.
Well, first she's like, help me.
Who you think
help me.
You are.
Help me.
But then she doesn't help her. She's like, who the fuck do you think you are? Lori walks out the door. She's like, I'm Lori fucking Granger. Yeah! We get the opening for CSI Miami.
Okay.
And I was so mad.
That was a lot.
Mid-credits scene, we see Nancy dying and her blood forms into the witch's mark from the previous movie. So that is the biggest tie-in besides calling it Shady Side.
But I feel like it wouldn't have mattered. I mean, it matters, but they've already. Solved it.
I think that maybe if they get another one, they'll pull it all together and they'll try to make us enjoy this movie more. I don't think it'll work, but they'll try. So this movie is going to get a 1 for me. I can't.
I think the problem with this movie is it should. You know how Fear Street came out 1, 2, 3. This should have already come out because now that we know the witch's mark and who was involved and the chain is broken, like it's over now. So it's like, why do we care about what happened?
True.
You know
so this should have been after 78 or whatever the year was.
Yeah, it's like they've already solved all of this, so it does not matter anymore. It's like, oh, okay. So
but then again, no. I feel like this could have been its own thing. Like this is the 80s, and they could have did like. I guess when the parents were born, when they were teenagers, that would have made so much sense. The first movie should have been when the moms were teenagers and the situation that happened and the guy died and we never could figure out who did it. Then we go to this movie and we see who did it. This could have been a 2-parter and they could have gave us more depth. We could have learned about the parents and their backstory and they could have been in this movie more. Then we could have went to the prom, the last 30 minutes and the previous one could have been the last 30 minutes prom. Whatever, bitch, whatever. Fuck it. 1. I did not enjoy this movie. I didn't like it. So much could have been done. Is Fear Street in the room with us? What is your rating? Let's go. We've been on this bitch too long.
1. It's going to be a 1. Like it just, for an 80s movie, there was nothing 80s about it. Like they didn't even try to, it just felt like it wasn't the 80s. It felt like a glossy 2005. Like it felt like they were a theme. It felt like they were themed. Like this is an 80s theme prom. But other than that, it just wasn't. No, it's like they didn't really try to capture the aesthetic of the 80s.
Nope, it was a disappointment. As somebody who was a Fear Street guru back in the day, I wish I would have kept my books, but I was just throwing shit all away. Every time something new came out, I was like, toss. Like, who the hell I think I am? I read most of those books. Like I said, I had this book, and I think I'm gonna go and look on Amazon to see if it's on there or wherever old books are sold. I'm going to the Scholastic Book Fair to see if I can find it because I would like to read it and see what happened. But I still think that the dad was the killer. But anyway, that will do it for Fear Street Prom Queen. Next time, we are going to be in a real 80s treat for you guys. We're going to be reviewing Mannequin. And I don't care what you say, that is a horror movie. Well, it's more supernatural horror. But yeah, have you seen Mannequin? Ooh, yeah. See you then, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Where did you hide it, Dan? Please be sure to send us your requests at booshakalakapodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter X, BOOshakalakapod. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Instagram at BOOshakalakapodcast.